You spent 12 years in a classroom. Day after day, you sat at a desk, surrounded by the same four walls, following the same routines. For most of us, this was the backdrop of our childhood and adolescence. But can you think for yourself? We're born into a system designed long before we arrived. A system that claims to prepare us for life. But was it ever truly meant to make us think independently, to question, to create? Or was it built for something else entirely? The modern school system is not ancient. It was built during the Industrial Revolution, a time when society needed workers, not thinkers. Sir Ken Robinson noted that schools are organized like factories. Bells ring to signal shifts. Students are grouped in batches by age, and knowledge is delivered in an assembly line of subjects. The real goal? Not creativity, but a predictable, obedient workforce. The system was designed to produce conformity, not innovation. John Taylor Gatto called it compulsory schooling. Its purpose, obedience to authority, not the nurturing of curiosity or individuality. By controlling children's time and behavior, the system shapes minds to wait for instructions and seek approval. It rewards those who follow the rules and punishes those who step out of line. This factory model produced workers who wouldn't challenge the status quo, who would fit neatly into the roles society had prepared for them. It's not a conspiracy, just history. The needs of the industrial age shaped the way we educate children, often at the expense of their individuality. The architects wanted to turn farmers into employees, changing how people viewed work and authority, and redefining what it meant to be successful. School became the tool for this transformation, conditioning generations for passive compliance, teaching us to follow, rather than to lead. But today, in a world no longer defined by factory work, does this system still serve us? Or is it simply a relic of a bygone era? Or is it holding us back from our true potential? Are we missing out on the chance to become creative, critical thinkers? The question isn't just about education, it's about the kind of thinkers we become, and the kind of society we want to build. Are we ready to break the mold, to imagine something better, and to reclaim our minds? What do you really remember from school? Is it the lessons from textbooks or something else entirely? The facts fade, but the hidden lessons last, the things you learned without even realizing it. Beneath the official curriculum lies the hidden curriculum. Lessons in obedience, conformity, and fear of mistakes. These are the silent rules that shape us. From day one, you're trained to follow rules. Sit down, be quiet, raise your hand. Every action is monitored, every deviation corrected. The good student is the one who complies, not the one who questions. Curiosity is often sidelined in favor of order. This shapes us to seek approval and avoid dissent, habits that linger into adulthood. We learn to wait for permission, to suppress our own voices. Memorization is prized over understanding. The process becomes mechanical, not meaningful. Tests reward recall, not critical thinking. The pressure to perform overshadows the joy of learning. You cram facts, forget them, and miss the deeper connections. The cycle repeats, year after year. Learning becomes a chore, not a discovery. The spark of curiosity dims with every repetitive task. Mistakes are punished, not seen as opportunities. Failure is something to fear, not to learn from. A red mark means shame, not growth. It's a symbol of falling short, not a step toward improvement. This breeds anxiety and a fear of being wrong. We become afraid to take chances or speak up. But in reality, mistakes are how we learn and innovate. Every breakthrough starts with a misstep. By punishing errors, school stifles creativity and risk-taking. The system discourages experimentation. We're taught to play it safe, stick to the script, and avoid the unknown. The message is clear. Don't stand out. The hidden curriculum isn't about knowledge, it's about control. It's about shaping behavior, not minds. And it shapes how we think long after we leave the classroom. The lessons linger, quietly guiding our choices and our fears. If school is the only path to brilliance, Why did so many great minds rebel against it? History's most transformative thinkers, Socrates, Leonardo da Vinci, Tesla, Einstein, thrived outside the classroom. Socrates wandered Athens, asking questions, challenging authority, and teaching others to think for themselves. For this, he was condemned, not for ignorance, but for encouraging independent thought. Leonardo denied formal schooling, learned by observing, experimenting, and following his curiosity. His notebooks are filled with questions, not memorized lessons. Tesla and Einstein clashed with rigid schooling. Both found freedom and genius outside its walls. Einstein said school destroyed his joy of learning. His breakthroughs came after he left. These rebels show us, true genius often grows when we escape the system, not when we conform to it. The mind's natural desire to learn is powerful. Sometimes the best thing we can do is get out of its way. What happens to our brains after years of standardized education? Our brains are built for exploration, not rote memorization. When we're curious, our brains reward us. Learning feels good, and we remember more. But forced, standardized learning ignores curiosity and triggers stress, not engagement. Creativity needs time to wander and connect ideas, but rigid schedules leave little room for this. Fear of mistakes activates the brain's threat response, shutting down creativity and problem-solving. Over time, we're trained to avoid risks and stick to the familiar. The result? A brain conditioned for conformity, not originality. If the factory model fails to create thinkers, what's the alternative? Real education is simple. It's driven by curiosity, not curriculum. Become your own teacher. Follow what fascinates you. Read, watch, experiment, and ask questions that matter to you. When you learn out of genuine interest, your brain is fully engaged. Great thinkers didn't wait for permission. They chased their own questions. Revive the Socratic method. Learn through dialogue, not debate. Ask why, relentlessly. Question your own assumptions, and explore uncertainty. True education isn't about finding the right answer. It's about thinking from every angle. In a complex world, critical and collaborative thinking matter more than memorized facts. Read philosophy. It's training for the independent mind. Philosophy teaches you to analyze, question, and clarify your beliefs. It's not abstract, it's the foundation for clear, independent thought. The path to true knowing is open to anyone willing to take control of their own mind. We've seen how the system shapes us to conform, not to think. It rewards obedience, not originality, and quietly discourages anyone who dares to question the rules. From the moment we enter the classroom, we're taught to follow instructions, memorize facts, and fit in. The real question isn't how to fix the system, it's how to escape it. How do you break free from invisible walls and expectations that have been built around you since childhood? Your true education begins when you take responsibility for your own mind. When you realize that learning is not just about passing exams, but about understanding yourself and the world. Read beyond the syllabus, ask questions no one else is asking, and follow your curiosity wherever it leads. Let your interests guide you, not just the curriculum. Embrace mistakes as lessons, not failures. Every error is a step toward deeper understanding, not a mark against your worth. Protect your curiosity. It's a fragile flame in a world that tries to extinguish it. Nurture it, even when others don't understand. Ask simple questions and dig deeper. Sometimes the most basic questions lead to the most profound discoveries. The more you question, the more complex and fascinating the world becomes. Curiosity is the key to unlocking new perspectives and ideas. Challenge what you've learned, what you're told, even what you hear here. Don't accept anything at face value. Dig for the truth yourself. Don't trade one authority for another. Become your own authority. Trust your judgment, and let your independent thinking guide you. This is a quiet rebellion. You don't need to shout, just think. True revolution starts in the mind, in silent moments of reflection. In a world that demands conformity, thinking for yourself is the ultimate act of defiance. It's how real change begins. The most dangerous person isn't a criminal. It's someone who has learned to think for themselves and refuses to let anyone else do their thinking for them.